Okay then, so welcome to my latest RG350 video. So today we're going to be having my first look at the emulator Final Burn Alpha. Now, this was an emulator that I always struggled to get working on, sort of like my mobile phone or even my desktop. It just wasn't very user-friendly. So I'm hoping, well, the good news is with the RG350, certainly the one that I bought, it comes with Final Burn Alpha, there we are, FBA pre-installed, with approximately 200 plus games to play, which was like absolutely amazing. So the first great thing about Final Burn Alpha is that unlike a lot of the emulators that come on this, it has its own front end. Basically, you can have a look and you can see at a glance the sort of game that you're going to be playing, because as I said, this one comes with, well, it actually shows you. So it says, this is what came with my one on the SD card. There was 295 ROMs, of which 287 are being shown. So it could be there's 7 like bad dumps on there. And that's rather a lot for us to go through, isn't it? You know, 200 odd games. But I think we'll maybe split this into 2 videos, and I'll try and get roughly halfway through the alphabet, and then we'll see what we'll see. So the first one, I mean, Final Burn Alpha is basically, it's a bit like MAME. It emulates arcade machines, but I think it's really good at doing the later arcade machines, sort of 1986 upwards into the early 90s, rather than MAME, which covers all the very, very basic arcade machines from like the mid to late 70s. So that's why Final Burn Alpha is so sought after, because it, you know, emulates the better machines later on. But let's have a look. I mean, the very first one on the list then is 1941. So I remember 1941 very well, because it was in the arcades. I remember playing it. Now, interestingly, this has launched itself in the vertical format, so I'm not sure quite how well we'll be able to play it. One thing to remember, because these are arcade machines, they do require, that's good, isn't it? They do require you, turn it down a little bit, to put your money in first. So let's see if we can work out how to do it. I'm learning how to do this along with you guys. There we are. So select is your money in. So giving myself 3 credits. Hitting the start button. Okay, yep, we'll try the C base. So there we are. So I'm playing this one, but in vertical format. How cool is that? And this is a classic schmuck, isn't it? 1941. Came out on all the, virtually all the home computers, as I recall. All the home consoles. And I do remember playing this in the arcades. This is one that I actually can remember. So there we are. There's the first one straight off the bat. So it's vertical. You're using your joystick here as well as the bottom button. I wonder if there's a bombing. Oh, that was my smart bomb. Cool. I don't know if I would class this as being a comfortable position to play this sort of a game. Let's say I'm danger ahead. There we are, I'm dead. Anyway, that's not bad, was it? That was a pretty good start to this video, I hope. Okay, so that was 1941. There are on this card a few other variations of that. So there's 1942, 1943, 1944, and 1945 K3, whatever that version is. And there's 19XX. So what's this one? Aero Fighters, and there's Aero Fighters 1, 2, and 3. So this looks like a similar sort of setup. So we'll try Aero Fighters 3, Sonic Wings 3, and we'll see how this one goes. This one says it was on the Neo Geo hardware. 330 mega, I think that meant it was 330 megabytes back in the day. There's my credit. Okay, I'm going to be playing with a Corsair. Okay. I can use my joystick, all the little... God, this is a tough crosshairs. This is super quick. This is not as easy as 1941. I'm dead already. Thankfully, as is often the case with these, you just keep pumping your money in and you're good to go. But this is far more frantic than 1941. Look at that, I'm dead already. Let's carry on. Yeah, this is hard as nails, this one. A bit too hard for an amateur such as myself. However, you do have some guns on you. If you get all the power-ups, you're going to give yourself a favour. Look at the state of it. Oh, I'm into a huge tank thing now. That was my power-up. Oh, they got me. One thing I did have to look up was how you actually exit Final Burn Alpha during the game. So it's start, select, left and right. So start, select, left, right. There we are. And then you can hit the exit key. And we're back to the menu again. All right. So anyway, that was mad, wasn't it? And that was Aero Fighters 3 Sonic Wings. On to the next one. This is Aliens versus Predator. That sounds pretty cool. Okay. Let's pop a couple of credits in. It's Capcom, usually a good sign of quality. I do like the Capcom game. Who shall I play? Predator Warrior, okay. Blimey. So it's a beat 'em up, kill 'em up, and it is literally Aliens versus Predator. Thankfully he's got a gun. It's basically like Street Fighter with Alien Predator characters. Look at that, that's mental, isn't it? My laser's low, unfortunately. Continuing, oh, that was quick, wasn't it? Because they're pretty ruthless, aren't they, these? Okay, and a different character now. You've got the super magazine, it's time to shoot them down. Oh yeah, look at this, look at the state of it. Oh, I love it. That was cool, wasn't it? We got lucky, we've escaped them for now. Oh my god. Oh, my super magazine is out. I'm down to hand. I think he's supposed to be Arnie, an Arnie style character. Look at that, it's just like a boss level, I don't know. Brilliant, eh? Well, I guess you get what you get on the tin. This is Aliens versus Predator. So let's see if we can exit again. So it's start, select, left and right. There we are. And that gets us back to the list. So that was Aliens versus Predator. Then you got another Aliens game there. Altered Beast, well, that's probably similar to the Mega Drive one. Armed Formation, Armored Warriors. Don't know much about that one. Art of Fighting. Okay, now there's Art of Fighting 1, 2, and 3. Why don't we try Art of Fighting 2, just for fun, and see how we get on with this one. Neo Geo again. 330 megs. They were so proud of that 1 year before. Okay, well, I don't oh, shush, woman. We don't need to see the story on this. We're here. I think that's the thing with Neo Geo. It's quick fix arcade gaming, and maybe that's really just what the RG350 is best at. It's quick hit gaming on the go. Oh, have I inadvertently... Oh dear, row versus row. You know what I've done? Which was quite funny. I reckon I've put it into 2 players. And that's why that guy's not moving at all. But anyway, that was a little exercise just so you can see the sort of style of graphics here. You know, I mean, it's great stuff. I guess that was an easy way to test your abilities. As you can see, it makes me look good, doesn't it? Oh yeah, this guy's got no chance. He's not getting a punch on me, and that is because it was in a 2-player. Mental. Anyway, let's exit this one and have a look at another one. I mean, we've literally got a couple of hundred to get through. It's just going to be mental, isn't it? So anyway, that was Art of Fighting 2. There's no box art to show you on these. I guess I could probably find pictures of the actual arcade machines, but I don't think it's going to benefit anyone by putting those in. But I do usually like to put the original box art in my gaming videos. Ashura Blaster. Don't know what that one is. Another schmuck. This is BC Kid, Bonk's Adventure. Okay, should we have a look at this? Don't know, but that sort of, the picture made it look as if it might be like a platformer. So, well, we'll see. We'll get to see what it is in a sec, once it's loaded in. It's for use in Japan only. Oh no, what am I going to do? I'm not in Japan. I've never been to Japan. I guess that was in the arcades. It was Japan only. Okay, easy level. Let's put some money in. Hit start. Mental. We'll just go with the first level. Okay. Yeah, it is a platformer. Okay, so I've got... That's my, like, get those guys, and I've got to jump. I'd like to see if I could get up there if I can. Oh, I've got a big banging thing. Oh, which I've lost. A bit of a Mario Kart clone. It's one I've never heard of. I don't know if there's any sort of classic. But as I said, because there's so many games on here, and I don't really need or want my RG350 videos much longer than a half hour, because I think that's quite long enough to be watching a bit of gameplay, just to get a feel for it. But potentially I'll do a little series of these as we work my way through all the final Burn Alpha games that are available. I know, as I said, this one's only got a couple of hundred games. There we are, let's exit out of that. This one's got a couple of 100 games on the system, although there are ROM sets online that you can, with a bit of searching you can find, which have got like 6,000 compatible Final Burn Alpha games, which just seems mental. As I said, this one's got 287 that apparently work. So we haven't come across one yet that hasn't, have we? So that's good news. And maybe they've sorted the wheat from the chaff, as it were. B-Rap Boys, don't know what that one is. Bad Dudes versus Dragon Ninja. Okay. Batsugen, Battle Circuit. Battle Flip Shot. B-Storm. Best of Best. Okay, let's try this. This looks like another beat 'em up. Best of Best. And we'll see if it's the best of the best. I am desperately trying to avoid reflection, but it's so difficult with this plastic screen. It's great when you're playing it in front of you, but trying to film it, it's really tricky. So I am trying my best to avoid reflection, with varying success, shall we say. Yeah, this looks like just a straight up beat 'em up. I'm playing Tom then, Tom v Scott. Yeah, another little beat 'em up. I'm going to use I just prefer the cross keys on this one. Now this is a little bit harder than the last one we had a go at. Learning his special moves here. Oh, I am actually getting beaten up here. I'm getting a few on him, but he's quite clever. I think... Oh, yeah, I've been knocked out, unfortunately. I've lost. Let's give it another go. Let's have the rematch. So this is like on an Air Force base of some sort. Yeah, this guy's pretty evil. And this is another one of those games that seems particularly difficult. I can't believe the music they're playing in the background here. Yeah, I'd say this wasn't that enjoyable. I've seen better, for sure, and this wasn't one of the more enjoyable ones, I'm afraid. But it is what it is. It's another one on the list. We've had a look at it, but best of the best. Well, okay, I'm not saying it was. Let's get on to the next one. Here we are. So that's best of the best. Biomechanical Toy. Bionic Commando. That's another platformer. Now that's a bit more well-known one. Blaze On. That looks like a sideways shooter, which I always love those. Japanese one. Blood Brothers. Blues Journey. Raygun. Breakers. That's another beat 'em up. And Breaker's Revenge. So there's a lot of beat 'em ups on this one, if that's your bag, which I certainly do like them. Burning Fight, another sort of like Street Fighter clone, that one. Cadillacs and Dinosaurs. Now that rings a bell. I remember there was a comic and cartoon, wasn't there, for Cadillacs and Dinosaurs? I seem to recall. I remember it being pretty darn good. I think I might have played the game, so let's let this one load in, shall we? I see it's a Capcom game as well. Okay. East Coast 2513. We are tired of you with our business. Oh. Okay, so even though it's Cadillacs and Dinosaurs, it does seem to be a Street Fighter clone, with the occasional dinosaur flying in the picture. Any excuse, isn't it, these guys? I'm going. Oh, yeah. Into the warehouse, in the building. Here we are. No, mate, you're going to get it. And so are you. They're literally dropping gold on the floor. Oh, I've got a gun. Oh, yeah. How do you like that? This one's timed. Let me get that shotgun. Oh, it's good fun, I have to say. This is great, actually. It plays really well. Oh, this is on the hit list. This is Capcom again, you see. Their games are really polished, aren't they? Which way? Down here? I've got to kill this guy first. Which way? Oh, I have to kick through the window, of course. Why didn't I think of that? Oh, I'm on 47th Street. Considering this is in the future, the place is a bit run down, isn't it? I died there, so when I came back, I rained missiles. Yeah, if you like this style of game, this is a good one. It really is excellent, this. Okay, there is actually a dinosaur now. Well, that's something. I have to so kill. This is like a mini boss level by the look of it. Oh, jeez. And I thought I was doing so well. What I'd do for a nice gun now. Oh god. I have a feeling I might be getting dead here. Yeah, I'll tell you what, that's good. That's a real good one, that. So that comes recommended. On to the next one. There we are. That was good, that. Okay, so that was Cadillacs and Dinosaurs. Captain Commando. Carrier Air Wing, that's a sideways shooter. Charlie Ninja. That looks weird. Okay, let's have a look. We're here to play them. As I said, there's a couple of hundred to get through. It's going to take a bit of time, so why jump over any? Charlie Ninja is what it's going to be. Okay, looks like a Japanese one. Please, more coin. God, it's 3 coins for one go. Special trick. So this is like a slightly like cartoony Western theme. So far, the only thing I can do is he does jump. But he can't shoot up. He can only go left, right. I got hit the flame. Blimmin' heck. That wasn't very good, was it? Let's put some more money in. Okay. Put them up, partner. It's almost like... what am I thinking of? Metal Slug, except you can't shoot up like in Metal Slug, at least not so far anyway. So that guy's above me, but I can't shoot him, you see. Not so sure about that one. It's interesting, but yeah, not the best. So let's get on with the next one. I think we need to have at least a few more. We're still on the B's, C's rather. So we've got to get to at least G. So that was Charlie Ninja, Choco. That's like a Mahjong. Shutu Berkinger, Ironclad, whatever that is. Chuka Tyson, Contra. Cookie and Bibi 2. Oh, that looks like a puzzle game again. Crudbuster. Crudbuster. Should we have a look? Just with a name like Crudbuster, I think it deserves at least a little. Data East, so I've heard of them. New York AD 2010. Nuclear explosions of unknown origin have hit New York City. The city was thrown into chaos, and the massive metropolis was all but destroyed. Okay, right. Let's just have a go, shall we? Ah, so it's yet another beat 'em up. Well, there's a surprise. And I guess if beat 'em ups are your game, you're in heaven with Final Burn Alpha, aren't you? Because there's so many of them. And I don't mind them, believe me, I don't mind them, but I think some are better than others, you know. This one doesn't look too bad, I suppose. Punch my way through. I'm not so sure about this one. I think it's like a late 80s one. Going up to the top level now. It's certainly playable. Just not. Graphics are a bit on the small side, and I don't dig the colours, I have to say. Anyway, we've had a look at it. That's another one. Might be up someone's alley. Let's go on with the next one. There we are. Right, well, we'll just look at one or two more, and then we'll have to call this video a day because we're hitting the magic half-hour mark. I don't really want them longer than that, so we got Cyberbots, Darkstalkers. That looks quite interesting. Darkstalkers, the Night Warriors. Okay, let's give that one a go. Cool. I got to admit, I am impressed with this Final Burn Alpha emulator. It does seem a lot of fun, I have to say. It does look fun. So, as I said, I've had a real job getting it running on other systems. So, it seems to run on this. We haven't had a single game not work yet, which is fantastic. So that's good. This one, so far, has got no sound, so that's interesting. Yeah, there's no sound on this one. Graphics look fantastic, I have to say, but it's yet another beat 'em up. But there's no sound, so maybe that's down to the ROM dump. This is the first one we've had, which has got any sort of problem. Oh, it looks hard as hell, I have to say. But yeah, there's no sound on this one. Anyway, I've just been beaten up by a girl, so I don't think we ought to dwell on this much longer. On to the next one. Yeah, so that was Darkstalkers, a European version. Demon Front. Devastators. Dimaho, whatever that is. Dimaho. Let's have a look. Maybe a bit like 1941, a space shooter or something like that. Let's have a little look. Oh yeah, it is. Look, it's sideways on. Sideways on. Okay, let's put some money in. It's a Capcom. Please select. I'll have Miyamoto. Okay. Oh, look at this. Oh, this is juicy. Look at that state of it. Oh, fantastic. Oh, this plays lovely. Oh my God. This is silky smooth, the action. And it's not ridiculously difficult, which makes it satisfying. This is a really nice one. Now guys, I'm going to call it a day there. So if you have enjoyed this video looking at the RG350 running Final Burn Alpha, and as I said, this is the Final Burn Alpha that you get with the one that I bought from Amazon, so I don't know if you get the same selection of games on the one that you bought, but my one came with a 32GB card. Let's turn the volume down a bit. Mine came with a 32GB card, and it had these like almost 300 Final Burn Alphas all ready to rock and roll together with the emulator. So I've put a link to that one down below, but I know there's plenty of other places you can get your hands on an RG350. I found the ROMs weren't exactly available online, but if you do a bit of a Google search, look for Final Burn Alpha ROM set, I think you'll be able to improve your library without too much trouble. If you have enjoyed this video and you would like me to go through a bit more, because literally we're only up onto the letter D of the alphabet and you can see there's loads more to go through, give this video a thumbs up. Do consider subscribing for even more regular retro gaming content, because I'm absolutely loving going through a lot of these games, discovering a lot of ones that I'd never played with at the time. And I shall look forward to seeing you again soon for some more retro gaming RG350 action. Bye.